at 1. You can keep up to date with all our stories, of course, on our website. Right now here on BBC One, let's join our colleagues for the news wherever you are this afternoon. Bye for now.
Thank you, Jane. On Look East this lunchtime, how we can be more sustainable. One Estate tells us what it's doing to help with the climate crisis. Hello. First this lunchtime, some of the world's leading experts in design and sustainability have met at the University of East Anglia. They're gathering to try to find solutions to the climate crisis. The Design for Planet Festival believes consumers, engineers, the performing arts and also businesses all have their part to play in getting to net zero. Well, one place in our region that's trying to lead the way in sustainability is Holkham in Norfolk. Debbie Tubby has been to see how it's doing its bit to help the planet.
Holkham in Norfolk is aiming to become the most sustainable estate in the UK. This is conservation on a landscape scale, with the largest privately owned nature reserve in England.
We are all agreed that we're in a biodiversity crisis and a climate crisis. The Lady Anne's Drive has over 800,000 visitors a year, but we have nature breeding alongside the car park. That's demonstrated we can have both. Holkham Bay, a classic honeypot destination on the North Norfolk coast. We've just had the most successful fledgling of little terns for over 2 decades. So we can do this. We just need to bring everyone with us. The dream is that my children's children will still see this place as I see it today.
Holkham has 4,000 hectares. That's 10,000 acres of farmland producing food while making space for nature.
There's more living organisms in this spade full of soil than there is humans on the planet.
By reducing artificial fertilisers and using organic manures, the health of the soil is improved.
What I've got here is millions of solar panels that are taking energy out of the sun, pumping that energy, which is basically carbon, back into the soil. This multi-species cover crop I'm standing in here will be grazing this with sheep over the winter period. These sheep will be turning this wondrous green material back into a nutrition which comes out the back end of a sheep, which is then available for the next crop.
With 1 million visitors a year, Holkham provides compostable cups and displays which rubbish goes where to stop contamination between bins. It hopes to reduce non-recyclable waste by 10% per year over the next 10 years.
I think it really matters, and I think when you invite visitors to an attraction of this size, the amount of waste you generate is really important, and we don't want waste going to landfill, so it matters to us that we can use this compostable collection and close that loop, so that what happens is those coffee cups they are recycled and become compostable, and they can be used as compost, for example.
The Holkham estate making changes, hoping to make a difference to the climate crisis. Debbie Tubby, BBC Look East, Norfolk.
Repair work's been taking place after a lorry accidentally pulled cables from a house in a village near St Ives in Cambridgeshire. Police say it happened in the early hours of the morning on the High Street in Somersham. Engineers from UK Power Networks are trying to reconnect dozens of homes there and in nearby villages which have been left without power. A disqualified driver who drove on the wrong side of the road at 120 miles an hour in Cambridgeshire has been jailed. 45-year-old Jamie Frost was seen driving his white Range Rover near Whittlesea. Officers say he almost crashed while overtaking a lorry on the A1 northbound. Frost, who's from South Yorkshire, was jailed for 17 months. A Bedfordshire man who tried to blackmail a woman by threatening to release a video of her in the shower has been jailed. Aliya Raham told her he would release a video taken without her consent unless she paid him £2,000. He also said he would send people to torture her and her family if she didn't pay. The court sentenced the 29-year-old to 3 years in prison. The family of a man whose e-bike burst into flames while being charged is warning others not to buy them. The fire broke out at the house in Lundy Close in Eastwood in Southend on Sunday morning and gutted the home. The bike was only 2 weeks old and had been bought from a cycle shop.
Everything's gone. I mean, what we have salvaged is black, smoke damage, and yeah, it's just gutting really. You need to be safe, you know. If you've got children in the house particularly or anything, just don't buy them. Don't buy them. They're unsafe.
Next, how a Ukrainian schoolboy is flourishing at a sport he's only been doing for just over a year. Arseny Hanzi and his family moved to Essex from Ukraine to escape the war. In that short time, the 15-year-old has become one of the country's best athletes in track and field in his age group. It's left the PE department at the Chase Hall School in Westcliff-on-Sea stunned at the progress he's made in such a short space of time.
Already 6'4", Arseny is tailor-made for basketball, his favourite sport. But there are others he excels in too.
I'm trying to do lots of practice, and I think if I'm gonna push myself more, I can have higher and higher achievements.
It would seem the only way is up for 15-year-old Arseny, who arrived in the UK from Ukraine 15 months ago, immediately making an impression on his peers and staff at Chase High School in Westcliff-on-Sea.
First drill in year 8, we were just running a 3-on-2, 2-on-1 break, and he came in from the wing and dunked it, and everyone kind of sort of stopped and just double checked did he actually really do that. So yeah, we knew we had something special on our hands when he did that. Yeah.
While basketball was familiar to him, athletics wasn't. But his rapid progress in the sport has astonished Paul and co. In just a few weeks, he went from a novice in high jump to 5th best in the country, 1.75 m cleared, and more recently, in a national multi-sport event, the 6th best.
Is there a difference between PE in Ukraine and PE in England?
Yes, of course. The biggest difference is like we don't do athletics in Ukraine or like on PE. It's not our part. We're doing basketball, football, but not athletics at all.
Sport has helped Arseny adapt to life in the UK. His family left Kyiv when the conflict started, finding a safe place in Essex under the Homes for Ukraine scheme.
Yes, it was very difficult for us because we don't know where we go. We don't know people. We don't know new country. It was very difficult. But when we meet Malcolm and Leslie, we understand that very kind people. We're very grateful.
Massive change, like how I can just go away, leave all my friends, all mates, all my family there, and move to another country where I don't know no one, there's no one speaking my language, and I just like, whoa, don't understand nothing. But time is helping.
Arseny's family have just moved into their own home, 1,300 miles from Kyiv, but his talent is shining through, helping him to adjust to a very different life. Jonathan Park, BBC Look East.
OK, time for a look at the latest weather now. Here's Kate.
Good afternoon. It's not feeling quite as chilly as it did yesterday, and the temperature over the next few days is set to get a little milder, but with those milder conditions, a little wetter and a little windier. Now you can see in the east for today, the wind strengthening, but it's largely settled. Nice start over on the east coast here in Great Yarmouth. Fairly choppy seas, but a beautiful sunrise. We've had some mid-level clouds, so some sunny spells, but also some high-level cloud as well. So the sunny spells we do get are rather hazy, and that is going to continue into the afternoon. Sunshine, yes, but that breeze continues to strengthen, especially as we head overnight and into tomorrow. Now you can see in the east, largely clear skies. What you can't see here is that high level cloud. It is there, however, so hazy sunshine, but you can see the lower level cloud edging in towards the west by the end of the afternoon. Temperatures 16 Celsius, that easterly breeze continuing to strengthen. Now you can see down in the Bay of Biscay that swirl of cloud. That is in fact our second named storm of the autumn, Storm Babette, which is edging towards us tomorrow. Now you can see it making its progression. It's going to bring some very wet conditions through Wednesday afternoon and into the evening, and the Met Office has a yellow weather warning in place. It's valid from 9 o'clock on Wednesday evening right the way through to Saturday. Now we will see heavy rain tomorrow, the wind strengthening into the evening overnight. For Thursday we've got some heavy showers, another area of low pressure for Friday bringing more heavy rain, but temperatures just a little milder.
That's all from the lunchtime team for now, but Look East will be back at 6:30. So until then, have a good afternoon, won't you? Bye-bye.